So a few days ago, Geekdom 101 covered his first ever Dragon Ball fan manga, and that was Dragon Ball New Age. Now, a while back I told Geekdom that he would have a lot of fun covering Dragon Ball fan mangas, and at the time he had other stuff going on, but eventually he got around to it, and he told me that he had a blast reading and covering Dragon Ball New Age. Now, if you guys don't know what Dragon Ball New Age, it is the hottest Dragon Ball fan manga out right now. It's a complete reboot because Shueisha had the original basically murdered. So the original one is essentially gone, and the creator decided, you know what, this is a great opportunity for me to create a brand new story or recreate the story and actually iron out some of the issues that he had with it and make it even better. And if you have not read the first chapter, it's extremely well done, extremely streamlined, sleek, and polished. I'm gonna leave a link to Geekdom's video in the description below and the top comment so you guys can go ahead and check it out. And the overall consensus on the video was extremely positive in the comment section, in the like bar, and so I was really happy to see that. But unfortunately, there were a lot of naysayers in the comments, sprinkled throughout the comment section. I guess it wasn't extremely prevalent, but there were a couple, and I wanted to address this, that they were saying that they don't like Dragon Ball fan mangas, they prefer only canon stuff. That was the main gripe I heard on this video, and I completely understand that. Some people are not gonna like the Dragon Ball fan mangas because there are, for one thing, so many of them. There are so many of them, they all tell completely different stories, and some of them are story-wise more well done than others. And I understand it from a perspective where, yeah, you really just want the original back. You want Dragon Ball Super back, and that leads me to my second point. A lot of people were saying that, okay, this is the Dragon Ball community running out of steam, that they are stretching for content. They are stretching to look for something else. And that is due to the fact that Dragon Ball Super is not around anymore. And I gotta say, who the fuck cares? Who cares what you have to look at? Who cares what you like? I mean, Dragon Ball fan mangas, I got into them because I was extremely disappointed with the ending of Dragon Ball Super. This is not a big surprise. I've said it multiple times. I was extremely disappointed. I was excited for Dragon Ball Super Broly, but I had nothing really to cover because I wasn't into the ending of Dragon Ball Super. And then I got into Dragon Ball fan mangas and realized that the story from Dragon Ball fan mangas, a lot of the times, for me anyway, is a lot better than we got in the canon run. So that is the reason that I like Dragon Ball fan mangas. But to say that you're stretching for content, that there's nothing going on, I heard this one a lot too. There's nothing going on in the Dragon Ball community. There's nothing going on in Dragon Ball. And that is just a complete lie, honestly. I mean, yeah, the canon of it is not going on. I mean, all we know is that there's a movie eventually going to come out. We think that there's a series coming out, but that's not out yet, so we don't know. But there's other stuff going on. I mean, right now, other content is thriving, and it's not just all based on, you know, spoilers and leaks to new episodes and reviews. Because if you guys don't remember, before I started covering Dragon Ball fan mangas, all the community covered was leaks, spoilers, and reviews of episodes. That was basically it. There were a few people, like say Expert Games, that covered Dragon Ball fan mangas. I think he was the original one, really, that pushed them to the forefront. But other than that, most people just talked about the episodes, and that's fine. That was fun. But this, I guess, drought of Dragon Ball canon, where we're not really getting much, all we really have is Broly, is healthy. It revitalizes the community because it gives us other stuff to look at. It gives us more room for creativity. Right now, Dragon Ball fan mangas are flourishing. So are Dragon Ball What Ifs. Those are extremely popular. And so are video games. We're getting Dragon Ball Kakarot. Dragon Ball Legends is having people glued to their phones 24/7. I know one of my buddies, he will not put that game down. So to say that there's nothing going on in Dragon Ball, that ain't it, Chief. That ain't it. So before I leave, for those of you who are naysayers to anything that's not canon, try something that's not canon and you might enjoy it. I want to thank Geekdom for giving me that shout out on his video. Thank you so much for covering that specific Dragon Ball fan manga and giving all Dragon Ball fan mangas just a little bit more clout. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.